Africa, a continent of endless opportunities, where innovation meets ambition and progress knows no bounds. From the rise of new cities to the growth of thriving economies, Africa Business and Property Television brings you the latest news, insights, and analysis, and the story of the people shaping Africa's future. Join us on Africa Business and Property Television, your premier online destination.
Hello there. You're welcome to your darling station, ABP Television. That is Africa Business and Property Television. At ABP, we discuss a wide range of issues, which range from real estate, politics, breaking news, and the rest. Today, we have a very important topic to discuss. And this topic is ranging from the inquiries and questions that were sent to us by those of you out there who have been following us. We are talking about mortgage. From our findings, we have discovered that not too many Nigerians, as a matter of fact, not just Nigerians, are actually very informed about the various types of mortgage through which they can access affordable housing. Today, we have done an extensive research and we have a bumper package for you that will educate you very well on the importance of mortgage and all you need to know about mortgage. But before we proceed, we want to thank those of you who have been joining us, who have been following us from all our platforms, on our YouTube channel, on Facebook, on TikTok, and who have been sending emails to us. We keep saying we cannot be here if you are not there. Please stay with us. We'll be right back. You are welcome back from that short break. Before we went on the short break, I told you today we have a topical issue, which is mortgage. As you know, mortgage is that facility that is packaged for you to either purchase or build a house or refinance. And this mortgage is divided, today we are dividing it into two broad spectrum, which are what I call the statutory mortgage, that is the mortgage that has the government backing, and the regular commercial mortgage. The regular commercial mortgage is a potpourri of a lot of activities, the same with the statutory mortgage. But today I'm going to just limit my conversation to the two broad spectrum, which is the statutory and the regular mortgage. The statutory mortgage in Nigeria, for instance, is powered by the National Housing Fund, which is a product of the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria. As you know, the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria is a statutory bank with the mandate to deal with affordable housing for Nigeria. And under the Federal Mortgage Bank, you have the National Housing Fund, which is NHF for short. The National Housing Fund is for the entire Nigerians. As long as you work or you generate income, you are qualified for the National Housing Fund. Now, how do you access the National Housing Fund? Of course, we've discussed all of that. We will advise you to go to our various platforms to find out. But for the purpose of this topic and to drive home today's discussion, I will just take you back very quickly. For you to access the National Housing Fund, you have to register with the NHF. That means you have to have what we call regular contribution on a month-by-month basis. And once you have done that for 6 months, you are very qualified to access the Federal Mortgage Bank for a loan to either build your own house or buy or refinance. I'm sure you know what I mean by refinance. Refinance is what allows you to renegotiate an existing loan with better terms. This is what happens when you go through the Federal Mortgage Bank. With the Federal Mortgage Bank, you could access as much as 50 million naira. In the past, it used to be 15. But with the last amendment to the Act, you could not do as much as 50 million, basically, for those in diaspora. And then you also have a very flexible mode of payment, which can stretch up to 30 years. Another very important thing about the Federal Mortgage Bank National Housing Fund is the very affordable loan interest, which is 6%. These and many more are what you will get when you go through the National Housing Fund. Like I told you earlier, under the National Housing Fund, you could have as much as 30 years to repay. But with the regular mortgage, I'm not aware of any mortgage bank that might want to tie its resources down for as long as 30 years. In Nigeria, we could have 3, 4, 5, even up to 10 years. But you could also have specific negotiations that allow you to have a bit more. But you should know, the longer the duration of your payback, the higher the interest you pay. These are some of the differences between the regular mortgage and the statutory mortgage, which is pioneered by the National Housing Fund. With this, we are sure you have enough information now. In our next episode, we are going to move on to present to you critical stakeholders that actually pioneer the National Housing Fund in Nigeria. Thank you for being with us. It has been your uncle, Akigbe Dominic. Join us again next time. Bye.